Well, hello, Johnny.
Hello, thank you for the ride. Guys, leaving Kyiv again. On my way to Lviv for a few nights, and then I'm gonna have a long journey.
You get a Ryanair to Portugal, baby.
Yeah, so I have, I'll tell you my plan, all right? It's 9 hours on this. I get there in the morning. I'm gonna meet up with a friend, stay there for a night or two.
Okay.
Take another 10-hour bus to Warsaw. From Warsaw, I need to fly to Faro, which is South Portugal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take a bus to Lisbon. So it's gonna be like a 4 or 5 day journey.
Sounds like a lot of content. It'll be good fun.
Yeah, but I wish I could just take the 20-minute Uber to the airport and just fly directly there.
That's not happening, Johnny.
Not anytime soon. Well, let's go outside.
Let's go in. Maybe we'll get an ice cream. I was thinking about that ice cream. What's the ice cream place we went to the other night?
Oh, near my house in Arena City.
And I was hoping, like, I wasn't gonna push it, but I figured if Johnny wanted to go for an ice cream,
We
I
could.
wouldn't say no.
Yeah.
I'd just be polishing that one.
All right, so we made it into the train station.
Yes.
Lots of security now. It feels like an airport. Metal detectors, guards everywhere checking IDs. I think it's because of the train station attack on Independence Day. So.
Overseas now to the latest on the war in Ukraine and growing concerns about what Russia will do next after a devastating attack on a train station that killed dozens as Ukraine celebrated its Independence Day. Britt Clennett is in Ukraine with the very latest for us. Good morning, Britt.
This morning, a shocking attack on a train station and nearby homes in central Ukraine. The deadliest single strike by Russia in a month, killing at least 25 people and injuring dozens more. Ukrainian officials posting these images they say is from the scene of the strike.
They've stepped it up, guys. It's safe. It feels like airport. So.
Yeah, but we just ran into one of my friends here.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a big town, but it's a small town.
Yeah, Kiev's a big village.
Yeah.
So, here we are. 10. What was it? Kyiv, Lviv. All right, here we go to the blacked out train for safety reasons.
Hi guys.
So here we are, guys. About to get on the dark train to Lviv.
I can't see you off. You want to see me off, Johnny?
Huh? Oh, we're trying to say bye, but it's so dark here.
Yeah, well, it's not that weird.
I literally can't see you at all. Like you're just like you're in the shadows.
Can you see me, Johnny?
Barely.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, now I can see you. All right.
This is me saying goodbye to you from your train, Johnny.
All right.
Safe travels. Thanks all. We've eaten a lot of food. We've eaten a lot of food over the past few days.
Brandon's back.
Oh, hello.
I wanted to, yeah, it would have been cool if you parked right next to me, but
We'll do that later.
close enough. Actually, we had we had an X trail.
Hello.
It looks good.
Yeah, it does.
It
looks really
I don't know if it's the right color, but it looks good.
It's perfect color.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
People get so obsessed with green, everything.
Yeah. It matches your car, so that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. See, there you go. So this is Daria from Kharkiv, and she's explaining why we came to a Crimean Tartar restaurant today. What are we celebrating?
We're celebrating Bavovna in Crimea.
Bavovna in Ukrainian means cotton.
Okay.
Okay, but okay, how do you say cotton in Russian?
Хлопок.
Klopak.
Хлопок.
Klopak. Okay, so follow me. Okay. It's a big
Russian, Bobovna Ukrainian.
So, but in Russia, when they say klopak, it means there was an explosion, a loud sound. Sound of explosion. Okay. So during in Crimea this last week, they were saying klopak, 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 and in Ukrainian they're like cotton. What? Why are you saying cotton?
Bobovna.
Bavona. So when people talk about like what happened last night, they'll say there was either klopik, which means it's bad.
Yes.
Maybe it happened to our side,
Yes.
but they say there was hublovna.
Bavovna.
Bavovna, it means something was bombed on the Russian side, or the Russia-occupied territories.
Well,
So happy
shall we say
Bavovna.
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 Happy Bavovna. And freedom to Crimea.
They brought me, and I never had one before.
Oh.
But it was in a plastic bag, and it was like even greasier.
Yeah.
But it was so.
This one's a nice fresh one. Try it. This one's a lamb one.
I'm gonna try this.
And she got chicken peed. You know, this is like more like Ottoman Turkish style. I guess it's still Crimean.
Well, it's only across the water, right?
Yeah. Use your hands, mate. What are you doing?
But I'm gonna put some
Too
sauce
classy.
on it.
Okay.
I thought it was classy, and look what happened.
Class it up. How's it?
It's amazing. Easy one where you can
So
go
these are
on
manchis, one of my favorites.
300 euro
It's from
ship,
Burma.
or you can go on submarines. And
Do we watch it now? All right, straight to the pub now.
ice cream.
Oh, what am I?
Yeah. So then we got the Johnny Mobile, we got the Brandon Mobile.
This is the
Together though.
this is the third day in a row you come to visit me, buddy.
Yeah, well, you're the only one who doesn't talk to me about the war all day.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll come down. We'll get some food. So Brandon, you made it.
Hello, Johnny.
Looking spick and span.
You got this from you.
Yeah, you will.
Yes,
Actually,
sir.
it works perfect, right?
It works perfect.
Yeah.
Fits.
And you get new patches.
Yep. Commander gave me new ones because they all got blown up and I left them behind.
Well, congratulations, because now you're official, right?
I'm extra official. I was official, but now I'm a
You were in the gray zone before.
yeah. I was
You
a
were
liaison.
Lone Ranger,
I was I was a lone ranger.
crazy medic saying, I'm gonna go rescue as many people as I can. I'm not reporting to anyone. But now you're official.
She's sponsoring me for my residency.
Okay.
And
And can you say who it is?
Yeah, Jana Zinkovic. She's commander of Hospitalios.
And part of Parliament?
Yes.
So like really official.
And just beyond Ukraine's front lines, there is another fight to keep those injured on the battlefield alive. Resources are low, but the volunteers who run a vast network of emergency medical services remain committed to their life-saving work.
In a country at war, guardian angels appear in many guises. In this corridor, sorting through a mess of medical donations. This is Kiev HQ for the Hospitalers, a volunteer group of several hundred trained combat medics. These men and women getting briefed are not all Ukrainian, but they are all heading east to help treat Ukraine's wounded on its front lines with Russia. Jana Zinkovic is the movement's founder and a member of Ukraine's parliament.
More and more people are coming. Today we will be forming a new team, and it will be the 47th.
Her group tries to fill the gaps in a medical system under massive strain.
You need to understand that when there are major military activities in different places at the same time, there's a limited quantity of military doctors, a limited quantity of medical vehicles, and a limited quantity of other military specialists.
If I can say so, I think of her as a bit of a prodigy. She started Hospitalers in 2014. She was 18.
Wow.
And she just had a vision. She says, if I survive this, I'm going to create a medical...
Survive what?
They were under heavy shelling and they were trapped in a basement.
This was back in the
This
what?
was in Donbass, like during the First War.
2014 maybe? Or
And there was a
yeah.
priest, like an Orthodox priest, who told them stories about the Hospitalers, which goes back to Knights Templar, way back in the day. And that's where she took the name.
Wow.
And now there's about, at peak, there's about 80 ambulance crews.
And you guys are all volunteer medics? from other
Volunteers, Ukrainian, foreigners, and rotations can be 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
Now, during the Battle of Kiev, it was like in and out.
Yeah.
But a lot of these people, my people,
You know, yeah, you guys.
when they do a rotation, sometimes they come home because it's all volunteers. She covers all the expenses, but they have to go back to work and back to their families.
Yeah.
And this is a way for people like an army reserve. We have surgeons, we have EMTs, we have gunmen, like guard of all walks of.
So you guys are like a legit, like a battalion, regiment? What are
A
you guys?
volunteer battalion
Okay.
in the Ukrainian army, and,
Wow.
and there's other regiments that do that. We have neurosurgeons who work on an ambulance, and then they have to learn to deal with. I've even shown neurosurgeons what to do, but you would think.
Trauma, yeah.
But it's all walks of life, and but now I'm actually going to be sponsored to stay in Ukraine. Like,
I'm happy you're staying, buddy.
yeah, buddy,
I'm happy you're staying.
I'm happy too, buddy.
Well, tonight we can do a celebration dinner
Yes, we are.
with some other really cool guys.
And to go, Rick James celebration, bitches. Woo!
In this makeshift stockroom, final packing preparations are underway. In the shadow of a cathedral to the soundtrack of a choir, these waiting ambulances will be stocked and shipped out.
So speaking of what's going on, do you know what all these flags are for?
So the list grows.
Yeah, but I was here a couple of months ago, and it was like a third of this section. And it's sad knowing, and these aren't all the people who died, these are all the people who died that they have a friend who came to plant a flag.
Yeah.
So like, only the people who came and wrote their friend's name is here, and there's still hundreds of them.
Oh, this doesn't even scratch the surface. But I mean, there's monument to foreigners as well. There's monuments to press, because they have a part to play.
Yeah.
If the story stops getting out there, then it's. I mean, you can see from what battalions they're from, the dates. These a lot of Azov guys here.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I will say, they get a lot of love and support. Not that we don't. But there is never any doubt with the unity and camaraderie. I think it's the highest camaraderie I have seen in Ukraine.
Well, they're the ones who are always volunteering to go to the front. They're like, they'll defend Ukraine to any means, you know.
Давай.
Yeah. You know, they're basically, when they sign up, when they put the patch on, they said, you know what, we will die with this patch. We will die for Ukraine, no matter what.
It's a complete necessity, which is a shame.
Ultra patriots. Some people call it ultra nationalists.
Here
But
we
in
have
times
the
of war, it's the best thing you want.
Like if
you
you
know?
look at these flags, you got the Georgian flags as well. You got, I think we have a UK one over here.
Oh yeah.
But I think
Well, even here you can see how many foreigners were killed by Putin, and it keeps growing. They keep adding numbers to the bottom.
But I mean, it's never. You will never know. You will never know.
Well, just as long as you don't end up here, buddy.
No. But that would make great content.
I know, I'd be too cheap to spend the $3 on the flag.
Over here.
So this is the pigeon scam. He's gonna put it on you, then ask for money. So don't take it.
I just
No,
took a
Niet.
pigeon.
Go, get out of here.
Pigeons.
Pigeon scam.
gonna watch
That's,
what
no, he's gonna shit on you now too. And then he's gonna say, oh, the pigeon crab's extra.
Johnny's germaphobe.
So, these Czech hedgehogs are being painted by some local artists. It looks beautiful. Привет, добрый день. Добрый день. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
What made you decide to do this?
Because I want to tell the world about the Ukrainian culture.
And this type of painting is traditional.
Yes, it's traditional folk art of Ukraine. It calls Petrikivsky розпис. It is doing by the brush from the cat's fur.
Oh, cool. And this is the berry that grows in the winter, yes? This berry grows in the winter.
Yes, it's a berry. It calls kalina.
Kalina. I've seen it. Thank you. Дякую.
Thank you.
Wow. And he's preparing another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are about 4 layers before I will start to draw.
Yeah, because I imagine with the rust, it's very hard to paint on it. Yeah.
Soaks it in. The paint.
When you started, did the soldiers say something to you? Like, what are you doing?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
But now I'm sure they were happy.
Yes, they're
Okay.
very happy.
Okay.
So everything is good.
Okay. And if people want to follow you, they can check out
Yes.
Bamural. Okay. Дякую.
Thank you. We tag you on Instagram.
Where are you from?
Canada. I'm volunteer with Hospitalia.
What do you think of these these artists painting the hedgehogs?
Well, first of all, God forbid we ever need them again.
Yeah, but they have to keep them there just in case. They're hard to
They
move
do the
around.
job.
They're heavy.
It could be. Look how many. Look, it looks like a big pile of crap there, but if someone wanted to do that, like,
Yeah.
it could really be something beautiful. What she is.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I like.
But there's so much of that happening in Ukraine right now.
Yeah, and actually, literally, there's a band, like a concert, outdoor concert under a band. I think it's every Friday. So if anyone wants to come check it out, actually, let's go take a look.
And that's the best thing about Ukraine, whereas you go into Europe and America, everything's money.
Yeah. Here, like, it's support. Like, a lot of things are, like, you know, maybe they might be collecting donations, but, like, even then, like she has her Instagram, so if you want to follow it and donate something, you can, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
You know, it's like everything is from the heart, you know? Like this concert.
Now what we're walking up to.
Yeah, oh yeah, it feels great. Like there's soldiers here, there's civilians, there's families. It almost kind of reminds me of like a church event without the religion, you know? The religion is freedom.
Nothing can happen to us.
Like, what kind of timing is that?
Дай нам на сьогодні і прости нам провини наші, як і ми прощаємо винуватцям нашим. І не введи нас у спокусу, але збережи нас від лукавого, бо Твоє є царство, і сила, і слава, повіки. Аминь. Вот так вот под шум сирен мы заканчиваем наше молитвенное служение. Если Бог будет милостив, в следующую пятницу на 18:00 мы соберемся на этом месте, чтобы молиться за Украину.
What was that? The timing of that is insane. Right at the end of the song. And yeah. It's scary, right? Well, let's hope this war ends.
I'm gonna take a few more missiles to stop my resolve.
Oh, mate. Oh.
Haven't even started yet.
Luckily, the restaurant we're going to is called The Last Barricade, and it's literally a bunker under the square.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So, like it or not, it's good timing today, right?
When I first arrived in Kiev, went to the train station and to stay overnight in the train station, and we've now moved location, so it's no secret. Was the home of the Hospitalers, and those priests would put 200-300 of us there, and it was literally a barracks. But you could walk down to here, and there was only about 3 things open. Like that coffee shop was always open. The supermarket downstairs was sometimes open, and then there was just a place where the homeless people did a wee. But it's we didn't have that. Did not have that, you know. And then all of a sudden, Kiev, when I came back to Kiev again after a rotation, 6-7 weeks, and then it was like this again. But I'd say it's even better now.
Yeah, but then we get this reminder of who knows what's gonna happen, right? Like, all right, let's go.
Right here, right now, it's just.
You know what?
It's all done.
You need a little meat, buddy. And this is a big piece of meat.
Oh, it looks delicious too.
Bone.
Nice bit of marbling in
We
there.
have vegetables.
Should I cut in there so we can actually see?
Oh yeah, please. And I got a little banache. I wanted to have something like this in Moldova, but I'm never getting it.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I like it like that.
Oh, open her up, buddy.
Open it right up.
Open her up, yeah. Let's see the juices though.
Johnny, what are you suggesting?
You got to put it in your mouth, or did it happen?
Okay, all right. I'm gonna put it in my mouth right now. No sauce. Let's see what it's all about.
That was a lot of tongue.
Gene Simmons.
Congrats, buddy. Cheers to
Show.
put your hands in if you want. I'll get you. To you being a hospitaler today.
Well, I always was, but now I'm going to be a Ukrainian resident.
Yeah.
Have a great time in Portugal, mate.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Alright. Alright, guys. Made get on the train. It's an overnight train. So I'm gonna sleep and wake up in Lviv. He's about 34. Pretty far down now. I guess I have 2 neighbors. How we are going. Here's the old train toilet. Alright, the bed is made. So, it is a little bit spooky being on this train, knowing that very recently the Russians bombed a train hitting a ton of civilians on it down south or the east. I don't think anything's gonna happen, but you know, never really know, right? Alright, good morning, guys. Good morning. I had a good night's sleep. Lviv. Nice trip. Less than $20 as well. I think it was $18. Nice and comfortable sleep. Oh, look at the best, most handsome Uber driver in the world.
Hello, hello.
Hey, right now. How are you? Good to see you.
Hello.
Johnny.
Nice to meet you. Ryan.
All right, let's go have a coffee.
Yeah, let's go. How Ukraine is sustaining.
So now we are in the city center of Lviv, huh? You know, I always forget how nice this city looks.
It's very beautiful, guys. Yeah. In this video, you will appreciate Lviv even much more.
So guys, this is my favorite breakfast restaurant in all of Lviv. Inflation has hit. It used to be $1.90, which is outrageously cheap for a buffet. But $2.80 is still a really good deal for a Galatian breakfast. Thank you, honest. Oh, fancy. Look at this classy joint, guys. The bird singing. Wow. Look at the chef. Beautiful place, guys. Really beautiful. We have some beautiful live music and piano playing. And we're gonna sit over here somewhere. Guys, look at this beautiful plate and setting we have. I cannot believe this is $7.50. Welcome to paradise, buddy. Welcome to Lviv. So here we have a selection of, I don't know, salads and bagel with egg. Here's some of the hot foods, and we have this shashuk. So it turns out Lviv also has Russian tanks. So the Russian army finally made it to Lviv.
You see, these are the best examples how they can get that far.
Yeah. This sign is nicer than the ones we have, though. But it's a pretty small exposition compared to the one in Kyiv. These are nicer, though. We don't really have this. This is cool. It says, was shot down in the Ukrainian army during attempted attack on Chernihiv. Type of system. This is cool. You know, this is what we don't have in Kyiv. We don't have these explanations.
You see, in Lviv, being a travel mecca of Ukraine, everything is designed like in a well-consumable way for visitors.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we've decided we're going to start a petition to get Lviv airport, or at least Ugrzarad, reopened again, so people can fly.
That's actually a good initiative, yeah. Because in many countries, you know, even that are under the war zone, there are situations that one part of the country is under conflict, while still the supply lines has to go. Yes, and the fact that the airport will be operating is a huge advantage in this situation. And so far as you see in Lviv, it's absolutely doable.
Yeah.
What do you say, like regarding from your experience in other countries around the world? Because you've been to quite a few.
Yes, I was in Iraq when it was a war zone, and Baghdad International Airport was open, and it had flights in and out. Civilian flights and military flights, and it was a great benefit to Iraq.
Same in Somalia. Mogadishu has the operating airport.
Yeah.
So it's I don't want to compare Ukraine to Iraq or Somalia, but I mean, these are the case studies that the airlines can still go.
Yeah. And come on, guys, if the airport's going to work in Somalia and Iraq during war, they can open here in Ukraine. So let's get it open again. All right. Let's open the skies, guys. Let's open the skies. So, do you think this might have been hit by a landmine?
No, I think this was hit
on the back
the air. Yeah.
Okay. But
and then burnt. It's melted.
But how do you think the tracks were destroyed then?
This is difficult to tell because the high heat caused this
to melt,
and then to pool. It's not in the orientation the way that it was hit. Because when this hit, this here was facing directly down.
Oh, okay.
And this here has also been adjusted.
You think when they dragged it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when they dragged it here, it changed it a little bit.
Okay. But in general, you were saying that there's two types of landmines. How do they work?
Well, the landmine has two types of ways to disable the tank. And the first one is just a pressure plate, and that will require the weight of the tank, and that's going to be the trap. So if a landmine goes off here, with the weight, you're going to disable the track.
Okay.
And the tank cannot move, but it can still swivel and shoot. The second way, if you take that same landmine and you put a tilt rod on it, that rod just sits there, and it's very, very thin, very difficult to see. It sits there, and then when the tank comes up and pushes the tilt rod over, then it blows into the body and disables the tank completely.
Wow. Can they do both, or does it have to be either or?
A tilt rod on a mine will take out a track as well. You have to choose when you're putting the mines in, whether you're going to put a tilt rod on it and whether you're not going to.
Okay.
And these are the US mines, the way they used to be designed. The Brits had a different mine system called bar mines. They were a bar about 1 meter long.
Okay.
And a British mine filled with those, they overlapped them so that there's no possibility of driving through.
Okay. Did you see that video where there was like 3 Russian destroyed tanks, and then like there was a space in the middle that there was nothing happened. So a 4th Russian tank was like, oh, let me try to drive through here, and it got destroyed.
I didn't see it, but that always spells danger to me.
It's like you're like, oh, those 3 got blown up. Maybe this one. Yeah, it wasn't.
No.
Yeah. No. This is some Russian guy being hung here, or at least a doll. The devil. Maybe that's Putin.
It's 100% Putin.
You think so?
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Hopefully, yeah.
So we're walking by some rares for sale. This is one of the old churches here, the cathedrals. You can see what we have. Books. So this looks like a castle, but it's actually the fire station. I can say this is the nicest fire station I've seen anywhere in the world.
You'll be surprised, but in Lviv everything looks like a historical masterpiece, including the old terminal of the airport, railway station, and other things.
This is a firehouse, guys. Imagine this being your fire station. I don't know. FD, Johnny Fire Department. I'll be honest, guys. I keep forgetting how nice Lviv is. And when I'm in Kyiv, I'm always too lazy to come here because I'm like, if I'm gonna leave the country, I might as well go all the way to Europe or something. But like, this is nicer than a lot of places in Europe. So really, Ukraine and Lviv have a lot to offer. Oris, this is beautiful.
It is. We are lucky with the weather. It's a beautiful city, and from here you can see the nice overview of central Lviv.
Yeah. You know, actually, you're lucky you got the tour from a local, because
oh yeah,
I think this is like my 5th time coming to Lviv.
Yeah.
I've never been up here.
So
I've never seen that fire department. I've never seen any of this. I think Lviv has a lot more to offer, but you need to have a local show you.
You're always welcome. And guys, if you'll be in Lviv, feel free to contact me. I'll be happy to show you around. Hopefully, Johnny will provide the link to me over here. So yeah, welcome.
In the description, it's Orist like forest without the F.
Exactly. It's a
living monument to these people. These people. So these trees all have a plaque on it, where everyone here died in the 2014 war, and they planted a tree for them.
Yeah, something to keep in mind is that the war in Ukraine didn't just start in February 24, 2022. The war in Donbas is actually happening since 2014. Yeah, this is important part. And current state is just the escalation of the conflict. So basically, this is one of the public spaces in Lviv, which recently opened, and not many locals know about this. And the idea is to plant a tree dedicated to a particular person from Lviv who died since 2014, and here we have over 100 trees like this. Yeah.
Okay. So from what I know, since 2014, Russia was never they never admitted to be involved. But what they did was they would send their army in like blank uniforms, and then like bring weapons into Donbass, arm these separatists, bring in their own people, but they didn't admit to being part of the war. It's true?
So obviously we understand that Donbas, like DNR Republic, could not resist Ukrainian army, and they were backed by like Russia and the Russian forces, and even not only with the military support, which is obvious, but also with the military personnel that participated directly from Russia in the Donbas. So basically, for every Ukrainian, the war with Russia, the current war with Russia, started back in 2014 with annexation of Crimea, which is already a war aggression, and then the open escalation in Donbas.
Yeah, and from what I know, or what I assume at least, like I'm sure there were a few people who wanted to fight, and separate, but it would have been like a small protest. It wouldn't have been like a war because they didn't have military training, they didn't have weapons. So it was only because Russia came in with their weapons, their personnel, their funding, that it actually escalated into a war.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And now we have all these trees, the people who lost their lives fighting against Russia in 2014. Imagine this being 2020 now. It'd be a whole forest.
This is an interesting picture right here.
Over here, we have the illustrious red squirrel of Ukraine. Let's see if we can get a little closer. These dangerous animals can crack a nut, a human nut, with just one stomp, one bite. But today, he's spooked by the big bear. Oh, where are we? This is cool. What is this?
We are entering the park.
No, it looks like we're entering a fairy tale. There's like a white horse in front of you.
That's also possible.
Yeah. So here's a famous donkey from Shrek. Oh, so much donkey landmines. Are you friendly, buddy? Are you okay? You want some company? Company? Why are you all tangled up? Go around this way. Here, divide. Go around, and you can be untangled. Oh, now you're coming after me. Huh? Hey, buddy. How are you? What has so many flies on you? You know, this is the first time I've been able to walk through a forest not worrying about actual landmines. Lviv never had any Russian troops, so they never had to mine it, which is good. Hey, buddy. Why do you also have so many flies on you? Is it normal to have so many flies on a horse? Guys, I really had no idea how green Lviv was. I've been here so many times and I never bothered to walk into the parks. And this is a pretty short walk from the city center. I mean, it actually is the city center. I think I just never wanted to walk up the hill. But can you imagine like living here? It's very peaceful. You can ride your bike, you can chill out, have horses, everything. Now these guys have me hiking up this huge hill. Oh man, we met these two nice old guys here. I hear some kind of animal, but so far, wow, it's nice. Woo! We made it. Is it? Yeah. We made it, guys.
See that one? That one is even taller.
Uh-huh.
This is the tip of the high castle hill, where historically the castle was founded, but now, since it's a dominating point around, it's like probably used for different reasons. And we are able still to get over here.
Yes. And we started there at the train this morning. I made it, guys.
Bye.
This bee loves me. I don't know if you can see it on my face, but it's a nice little view. And you know what? Being in Ukraine for so many months, I think I'm in slightly better shape because I couldn't have gone up this 2 months ago when I first came up. I feel good. We were saying how normal Lviv looks, the people walking around, and then I see this, instead of having stained glass, you have like, look at this, instead of having stained glass, it's all like covered up now.
It was very like touchy to see this happening in the early stages of the war, because you felt like something is about to happen. Yeah.
And then nothing did. Now people are sunny, enjoying sunny Lviv. Guys, I have to say, the shawarma, the kebab in Lviv is better than Kiev.
Because it's owned by the actual Turkish people. So they know the stuff.
Yeah, like, and it's nicer. Like, look at this place. And the downstairs is really nice. In Kiev, we have this one chain called like BRPS or something. That's a kind of trendy cool place. But the kebabs aren't very good. We don't even have beef kebabs in Kyiv. We only have chicken. So this is like a legit kebab.
Yeah.
Man, I'm coming to like Lviv more and more, man.
I told you, like Lviv is amazing.
Good one.
Yeah.
Wait, look at this. This is like a proper kebab with like nice meat, nice vegetables. Not like, in Kyiv is just like shredded crappy vegetables and like chicken and crappy chicken. Like this is nice. Alright, now we're at some cheers. Good morning. Back to Lviv.
Good morning.
Guys, I always forget how beautiful Lviv is. But it's another sunny, beautiful morning, and there's a market right in front of me. Let's see what they're selling. I think I see some fresh honey. Don't be right, knock. There's some freshly made honeys, some fruits. Some sausages. And mead. Oh, nice to drink. I'm assuming this is every weekend. Some wines and cheeses. Nice fresh cheeses. It kind of reminds me of like a farmer's market in California. salo, it's delicious. Nice freshly baked breads. Really nice cheese as well. This is all from Ukraine?
Yeah, of course, from Lviv.
All from Lviv. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What is the difference between the cheeses?
It's cow cheese.
From goat.
No, cow.
Cow cheese. Cow cheese. Okay.
Something like that. You can try what you want. For example, I have very tasty cheese with garlic and black pepper.
Oh, nice. I just take it from here?
Of course.
Дякую. It's very peppery.
Very peppery.
But it's good.
500 гривень за кілограм.
No, давай. No, я куплю. Я куплю. No, stop. Can I buy her a little bit, like, I don't know, 100 grams or something?
Okay. It's 70 grams.
Okay. 70 grams.
Thank you.
Дякую. I bought this nice cleaner and a bit of cheese, so let's see if she appreciates it. Добрий ранок. Будь ласка.
Ой, не треба, дуже
Будь
дякую.
ласка.
Дуже дякую.
Okay. Have a good day. Rosiyana. Yeah, you know what? Ukrainians are like just really good people, like really kind people. Unfortunately, I think a lot of the jobs still don't pay very much. So when his grandma, she asked how much it was, and it was just, you know, it might be like half a day's wages for her. She was like, no, sorry. And, yeah, it just broke my heart. So, anyways, I hope she enjoys the cheese. So, yeah, Ukraine is a really beautiful country, beautiful people. And Lviv is, I don't know, I think everyone should visit. I really think everyone should visit. Let me check out this souvenir shop here. So this one's called the UA Made Shop. Or boy, Groot. Shout out Groot. That's what they have. Alright. So everything here is made. Dobry Ranok. Everything here is made in Ukraine. Let's see what they have. Here's another one just next door. Alright, let's see what this shop has. I think I bought some things here last time. Alright. Dobry Ranok. Будь ласка.
Карта?
Карту, будь ласка. О, ні, деньги, кеш.
Готівка.
Витічка, дякую. Дякую. Рана. It's nice to see this old pharmacy still working. Alright, I'm at this super old looking pharmacy.
Yeah.
Piat? Oh. Yes, malinka, yeah. Дякую. So this is for like stomach stuff. Someone asked me to buy it for them.
Що треба відкрити.
Дякую вам. So Lviv is definitely the tourist hotspot because you have all the local Ukrainians who come here for vacation, but also the international crowd. And I would say now, even during wartime, it's relatively safe to come, and it's a good way to support the economy and bring in some money. But if you do come to Ukraine right now, while the war is happening, you have to realize it's a little bit different than it was before. First, there's no flights here. So the easiest way to get in is you have to fly to Krakow, Poland, Warsaw is possible as well, or you can go through Hungary like I did in my last video, which I wouldn't really recommend, or through Moldova, which also not exactly recommended. They're just longer, harder journeys, but some of you guys might like that, especially you Ball and Bankrupt fans. Other things you have to remember is you have to carry your ID with you everywhere, at least your driver license. Passport would be ideal. And you have to be careful what you photograph in your video, especially anything live. So Instagram stories, anything live things. You have to be really careful not to show military, police checkpoints, things like that. You know, at the parade, like Independence Day, like that's a little bit different because everybody's taking photos. But in general, especially if it's like a military position, you really have to be careful. And also, for example, when we were picking up like humanitarian aid, one of the places actually had like some, you know, empty, like, you know, war souvenirs. Also storage.
I will ask if you can film inside there.
Okay. Oh my God, guys! Just randomly. Look, I don't want to ever be this close to a landmine ever again. And it was definitely like just there for like, you know, decoration. But if you show that, Russia can use it as an excuse to bomb humanitarian centers, saying, look, you know, they're storing military stuff, which is untrue, but you have to be careful because Russia will use any excuse to bomb a civilian place and call it a war target. It sounds really stupid, but if you showed a video of military guys eating at this cafe and they're in uniform or they have, you know, their defense on them, Russia can bomb this cafe and say, look, it's a military barrack where people are eating. While in reality, it's just a cafe and restaurant. And military people also need to eat. They also need somewhere to sleep. So yeah, that's what Russia does, you know? They're like, okay, there's one military guy living in this apartment building. Let's blow up the whole building and say it's a military barrack. But really, it's his private apartment or it's a cafe where kids hang out at. Oh, military bookstore. They destroy all these Ukrainian books. Oh, military guy sitting on this bench. Let's destroy this whole park. All right, so this is one of the beautiful courtyards in Lviv, kind of where tourists don't really know about, so sorry to spoil it, but lots of good cafes, restaurants, bars. And for my last meal in
Do you want
Ukraine,
to release the name of the place? So
yeah,
like special from Johnny, because most of the
Okay.
tourist area is like a more north from here,
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
is called Kriva Lipa. So Kriva Lipa means like a curvy linden tree, which is this one actually. You see? It's a huge tree. Yeah. Kriva Lipa. So
Kriva
linden
Lipa.
tree is a lipa, and
Kriva
Kriva
Lipa.
is like curvy.
Curvy Lipa.
Yep.
Okay. Like Dua Lipa, but she's also curvy. But I figure Georgian food is actually the one food I'm gonna miss the most, besides like borscht and Ukrainian food, which I can cook. So I'm gonna eat here. So Urs is arranging my blah blah car tomorrow. Here's our menu. Okay. Angliski. All right. So we have this cream chicken that I like. This one is like a roast potato with a pork, and we have our khinkali. Khinkali. What do you think?
Traditional Georgian stuff.
Yeah. Let's eat. So after food, we're gonna have a little cheeky drink. It's nice places. This is the bar we were at the other night. And then there's some nice restaurant cafes here. Maybe we're gonna go inside. Oh. Дякую. Boris, how many drinks have you had already? It looks like you've had.
I guess about just dozens to taste.
Just tasting,
It's
yeah.
interesting. It's a tomato, like a michelada, you know?
Michelada, okay. And this one, what is it?
It's a tomato beer with Tabasco.
Yeah, michelada. It's a Mexican tomato.
Michelada.
Michelada, yeah.
On a summer, when I'm staying outside fishing, I would drink it, but not tonight.
Okay.
Дякую.
А це що не лише?
This is sour.
Це таке
Sour.
Yeah.
Є солоденьке.
Oh my god, you used so many glasses already.
This is everything what we just tried.
Yeah.
By the way, this place calls Zolotay Kolos in Kryva Lipa Passage in Lviv, and this here all like standing tables, which makes it like cozy atmosphere, and you're welcome anytime.
Nice. Yeah. All right, it was nice to have a beer, but it's time to head home, guys. It's been a really nice trip to Lviv, guys. But that is it for this trip. Hope you guys enjoyed all the beautiful sights, amazing food, things to do. See you guys in the next one. Alright guys, I decided to go for a little walk. So check out the rest of the night, maybe. Nice to see people dancing and hanging out. And we have the Opera House just in front of us. How beautiful is the city, guys? I love Lviv so much, guys. That's such good energy here.